Hello and welcome to Drishti IAS English. My name is Aisha. As we have started this Olympic series for you, Olympics 2024. So the Olympic Games, the biggest sporting event, the biggest sporting extravaganza and the biggest sporting spectacle of the whole world is set to take place between 26th July to 11th of August, where thousands of athletes, more than 10,000 athletes, will be coming together to present the world the biggest sporting event of the globe. And it is taking place in Paris, France, which is one of the major countries of Europe. So, in this Olympic series, let's begin with another episode. And in this episode, we will be talking about the Olympic Games hosting. What are the positives and negatives of the Olympic Games hosting? So, let's begin. So, before starting, I would just like to say, whenever we see these rings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is the symbol of Olympics. This is the symbol of Olympics and this is what represents Olympics. And Olympics has a history of its own. It connects everyone. It gives a feeling of brotherhood. It gives a feeling of oneness. It gives a feeling of integrity to the sporting fraternity and also to the people world over, that there is one event which brings the whole world and the whole sporting spectators and the sporting fans together. So the motto or the theme of this year Olympics is Games Wide Open. It means that the games are open. So let's begin with today's episode, which talks about the pros and cons of hosting an Olympic event. So the Olympic Games are the world's only truly global. Global means it takes place throughout the globe. Almost every country participates in these events. Multi-sport. Multi-sports means there are many sporting events which takes part in this, and every single time the Olympic takes place, you will see that there are new events which gets included in it. There are events which will be removed from it, like for example the T20 cricket. There are chances that it will take place not this time but in the coming Olympics. Then celebratory athletes competition. So all the topmost athletes of every single country come together and then they compete at the biggest stage with the biggest endurance, with the biggest hard work. And it is an event where it is not only the sports person which are coming together and competing with each other, it is also the people back there who are sitting and cheering for their sports person or cheering for their athlete or cheering for their country's athlete. So it is not only the sports person who gets involved into the Olympics, it is the people of every single country who gets involved in the game. Like for example, in the last Olympics which took place in the Tokyo, one of the major history was made when Neeraj Chopra won the gold medal in the javelin throw. So that was the event when whole of India came together and celebrated the victory, because it was not a person's victory, it was a nation's victory. So Olympics brings nations together, Olympics brings people together. Olympics is a feeling of brotherhood in itself. So with more than 200 countries participating in over 400 events, so around 200 countries are taking part. Events will be around 400 sporting events across the summer and winter games. So there are two types of games. So the Olympics which will be starting now, that is called Summer Olympics, and then there is Winter Olympics. So the Olympics are where the world comes to compete, feel inspired from each other and then be together. Then hosting the Olympic Games is considered a matter of gratification for any country, as it brings fame and recognition at the global stage, because hosting an Olympic needs a lot of preparation. It needs a lot of preparation, like for example, it needs 5 to 10 years to prepare itself for hosting our Olympic Games, because the infrastructure needed is huge. The capital and the investment needed is huge. You need to build not only the stadiums, you need to build the grounds, the stadiums, the villas, and the Olympic villages. So a lot of infrastructure is needed, and then a lot of investment is needed, but with it comes recognition, because not every country can host Olympics. You need to reach a certain level, you need to be a certain stage in the global scenario that you can host the Olympics. Then for time immemorial, the Olympics has been used as a soft power medium, because Olympics, if a country is hosting Olympics, it means that there are certain kind of investment the country can make, because India has not hosted the Olympics, and India in its capacity is trying its best that they will be able to host the Olympics in the coming times. Not this time, not next year, but in 2030s, specifically if I talk about, then 2036 is the time when India is trying to host the Olympics. Governments worldwide have bet on the sporting, economic and socio-cultural impact the games can leave, as well as on the political legitimacy the hosting of the event can bring. If we talk about the post-World War Europe, post-apartheid South Africa and Brazil of the 2010s are vivid examples of it, that hosting a Olympic can bring global recognition, it can boost the economy of that country, it can bring a lot of tourism in that country, it can bring a lot of investments in that country. Then India, being a rapidly developing country with a huge population, has been eyeing on the opportunity to host the Olympics in the coming times. Then Prime Minister Narendra Modi announcement at the International Olympic Committee, that is IOC, International Olympic Committee session in Mumbai, that India would leave no stone unturned in its efforts to organize the 2036 edition of the Olympic Games to be seen this time. So India as of now is not prepared, but in the coming time, and specifically if I talk about 2036 edition, India will be trying its level best to set and to get the hosting rights of the Olympic Games. PM Modi also asked the outbound athletes to observe the arrangements in Paris to help his government's plan to bring the showpiece to India in 2036. As I told you, it is not easy to host Olympics. It needs a lot of capital. It needs lots of infrastructure. You need to have those facilities for the athletes. You need to build many grounds. You need to build many stadiums. You need to build the villages, the athlete villages. You need to have that much of capacity that you can actually host all these athletes and can carry on the burden of the things and also the tourism sector which the Olympics will get with it. Sporting wise, it is clear that India wants to benefit from the strong tailwind produced by the stellar 107 medal show at the recently concluded Asian Games. So the Asian Games 2023, India performed really well and won 107 medals and was at that position. So India would like to continue it forward into the Olympics 2024 Paris. Now, what are the pros of hosting Olympic Games? So what are the advantages or what are the positive sides of hosting an Olympic? So that is boost to the economy. Boost to the economy in what sense? Infrastructure. Boost to the economy in the sense investments comes in. Boost to the economy in the sense tourism will come in. The moment athletes will also start to come in, and then massive investments which the other countries will also make, and this infrastructure which will be built can be used for future generations and future athletes also. Then investments, if the Olympics will be host, then the representation of that country takes place at the global level, so investments also flows with it. Then tourism sector flourishes to another level at that point of time, and with it the part-time employment increases. The hospitality sector of that city or of that place where the Olympic is being hosted increases to next level. Now few of the examples: the job creation and business growth linked to hosting the Olympic and Paralympic Games, because the part-time job creation, full-time job creation also takes place, but the part-time job creation takes place at a very huge level. Then if we talk about London 2012, then from 2010 to 2017, 110k jobs were created in 6 surroundings. So if we talk about London 2012 games, then 110k jobs were, 110,000 jobs were created. If we talk about Rio 2016 games, then some 2.2 thousand micro and small businesses were awarded 390 million in contracts, creating 18,000 jobs. Then if we talk about Paris 2024 games, for organization of the Olympic and Paralympic Games, 181,000 jobs will be created. So you see that a lot of job opportunity starts up. If we talk about Vancouver 2010, Aboriginal owned businesses were awarded 59 million in Olympic related procurement contracts. So these are few of the examples. Then international recognition. First was boost to the economy, second is international recognition, which Olympic brings with itself. So hosting the Olympics brings global recognition to the host country. It gives the country to showcase a country's culture, heritage, progress to the world. Because any country which hosts the Olympic, it tries to show its culture to the world. And specifically if we talk about, then there is opening ceremonies in the Olympics which is watched world over. Then there is closing ceremony in the Olympics which is watched world over. So the country who's hosting it, that is considered to be the best time to show its culture, to show its heritage to the world. Like for example, in 2010, India hosted the Commonwealth Games. So the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games was about India's culture, was about India's tradition that India wanted to show the world. And if we talk about in comparison, the Commonwealth is at a very small level as compared to the Olympics. So this recognition can help promote the country as a tourist destination, as we just discussed, and attract foreign investments also, because hosting Olympics talks about the GDP of a country, the stability of a country, the currency is doing well, the economy is doing well. Because if these things are not happening, then the country will not be able to host an event of an extravagant time or extravagant size like the Olympics. Like for example, according to the Tourism Ministry of Brazil, 95% of the tourists would return to the city after the Olympic Games held in Rio de Janeiro in 2016. So even though people came to visit Rio de Janeiro in 2016 during the games, but after that also people came back to visit Rio de Janeiro. So it is boost to the tourism sector. Then next point is sports development. Hosting the Olympics can promote the development of sports in the host country. Like for example, if the 2024 Paris Games, any individual or any team event from India wins the gold medal, then that event, then that sports person or that team event or that sport, it inspires a generation. Like for example, when Neeraj Chopra won the gold medal in the javelin throw, or when Abhinav Bindra won the gold medal in shooting, it inspired a generation to take up shooting and now to take up javelin. And then when PV Sindhu won a medal, or when Saina Nehwal won a medal, these are the things which inspires people and females of that country to take up sports, and they can also think about that they can build their future in sports. This can help improve the country's performance in sports at the international level also. For example, the baseball, softball, cricket, T20, flag football, lacrosse and squash have been officially included. Okay, they have been officially included as additional sports on the program for the Olympic Games Los Angeles 2028. So the next Olympics, that is 2028, this is 2024, taking place in Paris. Next Olympics that will take place, or that is scheduled to take place in 2028, is scheduled to take place in Los Angeles. Then diplomatic relations between the host country and the international other countries also improves. So hosting the Olympics can be an opportunity for the host country to build relations with other countries. It can be used as a platform for international cooperation and cultural exchange, because when so many athletes from so many different countries come to take part in the event, so many different cultural exchanges, the bilateral exchange or the multilateral exchange between many countries or between two countries takes place. So that can work as the improvement to build relations or improved relations between two countries. Next example is, according to one study, despite controversies and setbacks, China successfully used the 2008 Beijing Olympics as a tool for public diplomacy with a positive impact on its politics, economics and environment. And the economy of the China worked really well because the event was watched world over by millions of people. Then legacy. The legacy of hosting the Olympics can be significant. The infrastructure built for the event can be used for future sporting event, and for the people or for the youth or for the children of that country, they are building an infrastructure which will be used by their people for future preparation. It can also inspire future generation to take up sports and promote a healthy lifestyle. So sports is about your lifestyle, sports is about fitness, and it promotes a healthy generation or healthy globe or healthy people. Example, the Paris 2024 Move More campaign. It aims to bring more sports to more people. As part of an ambition to combat sedentary lifestyle and obesity, a growing issue among the French population. So a person needs to move, a person needs to exercise, a person needs to be fit for a healthy lifestyle. Then Paris 2024 impact. Let us talk about the impact. Sports for education and health. 30 minutes of daily physical activity at primary schools adopted as national policy in France, so that people or children at a very younger age gets adopted to a fitter lifestyle. 3 million young people reached over the last 7 editions of Olympic and Paralympic week. Over 6 lakh people of all ages benefited from the Move More activity program. So people in France or people in Paris now have to move on daily basis. And then more than 8,700 schools have been awarded the Generation 2024 label, that is physical education and activity initiative. So these kind of initiatives needs to be taken which promote physical activity or movement of students. Cons of hosting Olympic Games. So we talked about the positive. Now there are negatives also with regard to hosting the Olympic Games. First is the massive investment. So investment is positive also and investment is negative also. Imagine a situation where the country invests a percentage of its GDP into hosting the Olympics, and the Olympics overall globally does not do well. It does not generate much viewership. It does not generate much tourism. So that will in that sense it will become a burden on the host country. So hosting the Olympics is a massive investment for any country. It requires building state-of-the-art infrastructure and facilities that can be used even after the event is over. It can also put a strain on the country's finances, which can be challenging to manage. Like for example, every Olympic since 1960 has run over budget. So every single time the budget which has been set up, the things or the infrastructure has not been built in that budget, and it overcrosses multiple times at an average of 172% in inflation adjusted terms, according to an analysis by the researchers at Oxford University. Then in 2016 Summer Games, Rio de Janeiro budgeted 14 billion, but they spent at an estimated 20 billion. So the budget for the Olympics, it every time exceeds. Then comes the topic of corruption, and one of the major points of concern, because this is the point because of which the budget gets exceeded. and this is the point which actually results in delay also. There is a risk of corruption during the process of hosting the Olympics. Contractors may overcharge and officials may accept bribes, leading to the mismanagement of the funds. And this happens and this takes place, and this actually brings down the reputation of a country also. Like for example, when India hosted the Commonwealth Games in 2010, there was this Commonwealth scam which took place and which involved the theft of almost rupees 70,000 crore. Now, this actually put a dent on India's population on a global stage. Then, security concerns. Hosting the Olympics requires significant security measures to be put in place because the athletes' security is the responsibility of the host nation, and it is not that only the athlete, the higher dignitaries of many countries or the host countries also come in the opening and closing ceremonies of the Olympics. So security is a major concern that needs to be looked into. There is a risk of terrorist attack or any kind of threat because this has happened in earlier Olympics, like for example as part of Operation Black September during the Munich Olympic in 1972. This was the dark history of Olympic, a period of dark history of Olympic, that 6 Israeli coaches, 5 Israeli athletes and a police officer were murdered by extremists from Black September. So this was considered to be a black day for Olympics. Now, environmental impact. Hosting the Olympics can have a significant environmental impact. The construction of infrastructure and facilities can lead to deforestation, soil erosion and pollution. So the carbon footprint increases, and deforestation is one of the major topics because when deforestation takes place, it is the forest area goes, more infrastructure also causes pollution, the forest cover gets reduced, the soil erosion problem takes place. So these environmental concerns are very high when the infrastructure projects goes on. Like for example, according to the earth.org, the last 2 Summer Olympic Games were held in Tokyo and then Rio de Janeiro. They released more than 2.7 million and 4.5 million tons of carbon emissions. And these carbon emissions, the carbon footprint needs to be checked and needs to be looked into and needs to be considered that if the carbon footprint is high, the carbon handprint also needs to be high. And if not high, at least match at a level where the carbon release does not overreach or does not exceed a basic level. The carbon sinks also needs to be created. Then neglect of other priorities, because Olympics in itself is such a big event and is such a eye-gathering event that it is possible that because all the eyes are on Olympics, the other priorities of the country might be overlooked. Like for example, healthcare, education and poverty elevation. And there is an example to it also. Recently, the Australian state of Victoria pulled out of hosting the 2026 Commonwealth Games because of mounting expenditure. Because of mounting expenditure, and the Canadian province of Alberta withdrew a bid for the 2030 edition. So, it is showing that expenditure or environmental concerns or other priorities can hamper Olympic preparations. Now, what can be concluded from this? That is, hosting the Olympic Games can bring significant benefits to the host country, but with benefits, the negatives are also there. So there needs to be a balance between the positives and the negatives. So it requires careful planning, management and investments from the host country, and the decision to host the country must be made after considering all the positives and the negatives. And in future, if India would be hosting the Olympics, that will be a great news for the country. But India also needs to look at both pros and cons by the time of 2036. But as a country, that will be a very good opportunity for India to host the biggest sporting event of the world, to host the biggest athletes of the world, and to make a name for itself at the global stage. And it also gives the impression that India as a country is capable enough to host a grand event like the Olympics, and that will be very good for the tourism sector of India, for the infrastructure of India, because the youth and the children of India will be able to prepare and use that infrastructure for themselves. Now that was it for about the pros and the cons with regard to the Olympics. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people will give me the answer in the comment section. In which city will the 2028 Summer Olympic Games will be organized? And the options are Tokyo, Brisbane, Los Angeles or Paris. We have discussed this, so give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.